Hello guys and welcome to our bonus lecture. While we are doing the curriculum of the course, we thought that it would be interesting to add this small chapter in which we will explain the cybersecurity jobs market, give you some 2021 insights, and also give you some hints where you should start and what are the possible career paths based on your background and expertise. And now let's dive into it. Jobs in cybersecurity. As a starting point, we will begin with a list of pros and cons that you will have in cybersecurity. There are some strong pros since there is a huge market demand and a shortage of specialized staff. This is also the driver of the high salaries within this area. A cybersecurity job will also keep you up to date and in a continuous learning environment that will not let you get bored. On the con side, the main point is that an IT background is preferred, and in some cases this is mixed with possible transversal IT knowledge and or certifications. Another point here is that depending on the cybersecurity job, you might find yourself in stressful situation with high responsibility and pressure, like for example during an actual attack trying to stop the bleeding. There are probably some other ones that can be mentioned here, but we will try to give you more insights in the upcoming slides. And now let's see some interesting figures. What I personally find quite motivating for people to consider this field is that according to CSO Online, 40% of IT leaders say cybersecurity jobs are the most difficult to fill. And we're going to continue now with a few interesting figures. As Steve Morgan, CEO of Cybersecurity Ventures, said, the number of unfilled jobs in this field are constantly growing from around 1 million in 2013 to 3.5 in 2021. Also, cybersecurity engineers are some of the highest paid positions, started at around 140k annually on average. 70% of cybersecurity professionals claim their organization is impacted by the cybersecurity skills shortage. Some very interesting figures come from the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, which states that from 2019 till 2029, the job outlook is to increase with 31%. Number of jobs in 2019 was around 131,000, and until 2029, it's expected to grow with around 40,900 in the US alone. The salaries in 2019 average a pay of around $99,730 per year, which translates into around $48 per hour. Work experience-wise, in average, there were people with less than 5 years experience and with a bachelor's degree as minimum. We will leave in the resource section a file with all the relevant links. And now let's see the career paths and what is required. In this part, we'll first explain the prerequisites for the cybersecurity jobs. If you don't have any IT experience, don't panic. We will explain you right now how to get started. First, we highly recommend you to start working towards getting a junior position as a network, system, cloud, or software engineer, or if you can invest more time, try to get a bachelor's degree or a master of science in the IT-related fields. For the junior paths, you can also start with some introduction courses from Udemy or similar platforms to see what position fits you better. We recommend you to try a few like network, system, cloud, engineering in order to get a helicopter view of each role. Since cybersecurity is a quite complex domain, it helps to already have an understanding of networking components like firewalls and proxies, but also other areas such as APIs and web technologies. For the people that want more details, you can always drop us a message in the questions section and we will try to give you a detailed answer as soon as possible. Some of the most well-paid jobs require, however, a background in IT, and that's why it would help if we have one or more of the following. A bachelor's degree or above in computer science, system engineering, IT, or related majors. Sufficient work experience in cybersecurity with incident detection and response. Experience with common cybersecurity solutions like firewalls, antivirus, and others. Basic programming proficiency in languages like Python, C++, Java, Ruby, and so on. And the ability to work under pressure during the unfortunate event of an attack. Or if you have prior work experience as system administrator, DB administrator, web admin, web developer, network admin, IT technician, security administrator, network engineer, or computer software engineer. Now let's see what are the different career paths that you can take. First one is the ethical hacker. The ethical hacker is a cybersecurity expert who is employed to verify and improve the security of a company's computer system. Their job is to conduct advanced penetration tests on a computer system and identify any breaches or weaknesses in the security setup. The average annual salary in the US is around $82,000. Second, the IT auditor. The role of an IT auditor involves developing, implementing, testing, and evaluating audit review procedures. The audit process can be extended to networks, software, programs, communication systems, security systems, and in any other services that rely on the company's infrastructure. IT audits are important for evaluating internal control and processes in an effort to keep the organization and its data secure from external or internal threats. Cybercrime analyst, also known as cybercrime investigator or forensics analyst, is an information security professional who used his skills and background knowledge in areas like network administration or network engineering to help counter the activities of cyber criminals. Another job that falls under this category is the fraud analyst. They are usually employed in the financial sector to investigate fraudulent activity. They monitor things like financial transactions to trace theft or scams. Their responsibility is to minimize potential risks of the institution and its clients. As a fraud analyst, you will be using different tools to investigate and flag suspicious activity that do not fit in the expected patterns. The average annual salary for this type of positions is around $70,000 per year. Next, security engineer. A security engineer is a quite generic position on which people can wear different hats. In a normal scenario, it should include the responsibility of completing a thorough risk assessment, identifying vulnerabilities within a network, and creating firewalls, configuring systems, or enhancing the existing security features. The average annual salary for this type of position is around $92,000 in the US. Security architect. This is probably the toughest position to take because it usually requires some years of experience in transversal areas, including some extended years within the cybersecurity domain. A security architect usually manages things like reviewing current system security measures and recommending and implementing enhancements, conducting regular system tests and ensuring continuous monitoring of network security, developing project timelines for ongoing system upgrades, ensuring all personnel have access to the IT system limited by need and role, establishing disaster recovery procedures and conducting breach of security drills, promptly responding to all security incidents and providing thorough post-event analysis. And now let's do a recap. First, we have 5 main possible options that you may take. The first one is the penetration testing and ethical hacking path. The second one is the IT auditor. The third one is the cybercrime analyst, which basically includes the forensics analyst, fraud analyst, and security analyst. Fourth, security engineer. And fifth is the security architect. We will leave in the resource section a file with all the relevant links. With this, we would like to conclude our bonus lecture. We hope that we provided some interesting information that you can further take with you in your next, hopefully, cybersecurity adventure. Your feedback is very important to us, and in order to improve our content, please feel free to leave us comments with any improvement points or any extra content that you might like to see in our next version. Thank you.